My name is Jay Williams. I'm from Breckenridge, Texas.
Ron Tolles from Millsap, Texas.
Marianne Gunglock from Weatherford, Texas.
Great. And these are competitors at our ride here at the C-Bar Ranch. The Competitive Trail Challenge, the C-Bar Competitive Trail Challenge, recognized and sponsored by the American Competitive Trail Horse Association. And Ron here was last year's champion. He's on a new horse this year. Can you tell us a little bit about your horse?
Well, last year the horse was 6, and this year she's 4, and there's a difference. There's a difference in experience and subtleness. So this has been more of a challenge this year than last year.
Okay. Well, how did you do, Ron?
Well, I think she had her best out of the 4 or 5 times I've been out this year. So we'll see.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. And how did you do?
I did okay. The horse that I rode, I've only owned for 4 months, and he's never experienced anything like this. So I really think that he did very well for never being able to see what he got to see today. Great. So I think he did very well.
Great. Marianne, what was your favorite obstacle?
I think the water crossing. I always like going through water. My horse loves going through water, and that's her favorite too.
Oh, great. Okay. And what was the hardest obstacle for you, Ron?
Probably the uphill. Yeah. I started out in a standing position, leaning forward, and for some reason I ended up back in the seat in the saddle, and I don't understand why.
I can tell you why. I was having to be there. Yeah. You got your feet out in front of you. And what value do you see? What value do you see in this type of a competition?
Well, I think that it's absolutely perfect for any level of rider. I think that it gives you the opportunity to bring your horse out here, and you think that they know so much when you're at home, and when you bring them out here, they don't. I mean, there's all kinds of horse-eating objects out there in the woods, so I think that it's great. It's a great value to come out and just take your horse out there and let him see stuff like what they witness out there.
And Marianne, this sport is becoming popular. What would you attribute that to? Why do you think people are liking to come out?
Well, it's great countryside to ride in. It's beautiful country. You're out in the fresh air, and people, like you say, like she said a while ago, people can bring their dogs, their family, and you're being outside, and it's not a real expensive sport. Anybody can do it. And I just think it's a lot of fun.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming and participating. We're really behind the Great American Trail Horse, and you guys have some really good examples of those horses. Thank you. Okay. Okay, hi. We're here at the C-Bar Ranch with Erica, who's 8 years old, and her mom, Sharon, who's just finished competing in the Competitive Trail Challenge, sanctioned by the American Competitive Trail Horse Association. And you ride English.
Yes, I ride English. I have a 17 two-hand Trakehner gelding named Simon. He's 12 years old.
And how did you find this competition today? Hard, easy? How did you feel about it?
It's a good level of challenge. I thought the drag was very interesting for my horse. He's never done anything like that, but he did very well. I like the hills. And yeah, it was beautiful country. I really enjoyed riding in this gorgeous ranch.
Oh, great. And we enjoyed having you here. How would you say riding in an English saddle works for you?
To me, it works very well. It's what I'm accustomed to, and when I want to get up and go up a hill, I can do that without getting stabbed in the stomach with a horn or being thrown back by the swell. So to me, English saddle is my perfect balance, and that's what I'm used to, and I enjoy it.
And you have competed in other disciplines?
Yes, I've been riding for a while. I've done combined training. I've competed in combined training, in dressage, in jumpers. I fox hunt even now. I fox hunt every winter and just love trail riding. So when I first saw an ad for this competition, I was calling right away.
Oh, great. And we've had quite a few Western riders, not quite as many English riders, but we hope to encourage more English riders to our sport. What would you tell other riders about this sport?
It's just a great relaxing way to get to know your horse, to get to know some good friends and see the countryside.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us today.
You're
And it
welcome.
was so nice to see you both out here.
Likewise.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Thank you. Okay, hi. We're here at the C-Bar, and this is the C-Bar Ranch Competitive Trail Challenge. And this is an ACTA sanctioned event. And we're here with Shirley and Pat to talk a little bit about the ride. So, what did you think of the event?
I think it was an awesome day to ride. The ranch is awesome and the event is awesome.
Great. How about you, Pat?
I think it's great. We love to come here and ride. The trails are just spectacular, and every time they come, they get better and better.
Great. And how did you do, Shirley?
I didn't do as well as I would like to have, but all in all, it was still a good ride.
Good. How do you feel, Pat?
We blew one obstacle. You never know how your horses are going to act. You know, they do great at home, and then you come out here and so, you know, we chalk it up and keep practicing and be more experienced down the road.
Okay. How would you describe this event to a friend, Shirley?
It's a great way to spend a weekend. I mean, you get to come out and you meet new friends. You get to ride and camp with your horse, and I just can't be beat.
And how about you, Pat?
It's like she said. It's the camaraderie is fantastic. It's good experience for your horse. It's a good getaway for your horse. If you have performance horses, this is a good way for them to come out and relax and do something different. It's good therapy.
Okay. What part did you like the best, Shirley?
I think I liked well, that's hard to say. I just like the whole event so much.
Any obstacle, Pat, that you liked better than another, or?
Probably going up and down the hills. Going up the hills, it's fun, and going through the water crossings. Those are always fun.
Okay. What obstacle did you think was the hardest?
Probably the worst for me is the trotting over the logs, because I have an old barrel racing horse and he tends to kind of want to accelerate. So.
How about you, Shirley?
Today it was the logs, not so good, but they weren't his logs, so he didn't do as good as he usually does.
All right. What value do you see in this kind of a competition for horse and rider?
Like I said, the value I see is it gets them used to different things they could be subjected to along the trails. They get to where they're not so spooky. They may become alert, you know, but they just calms them down a lot.
Great. And how about you, Shirley?
For me, the value I think is the relaxation of the whole event. It's not a high pressure thing. It's a fun thing. If you blow an obstacle, you've got another event coming up. No big deal. And for me, it's a sister weekend, so I love that.
Yeah, these are two sisters. They've been riding with us for a little bit. How does this compare to other events you've participated in?
I think it's right up there at the top. It's well organized. It's put together. I like the fact that you do have different judges at each event, and I intend to keep riding.
I like it. It's not the high pressure of a real hot competition to where you're timed. The obstacles are timed, but yet you don't have to. The pressure's not on like to go between two obstacles in a certain amount of time or anything, and that's where it's a lot more relaxing and to me a lot more enjoyable.
Well, you know, we've experienced a lot of growth, and we're really excited about this. And why do you think why do you think this is becoming popular with people?
I think because it's fun. I mean, it is just a lot of fun, and you meet new friends. It's something new that anybody can get out and do with their horse. It's just not a select few. Anybody can do this.
Exactly. The camaraderie and just the new people that we have met. We get to share horse stories. We get to share training, you know, pros and cons, or what would you do ifs, and it's just really enjoyable.
Okay, well, thank you so much for chatting with us. This is Shirley and Pat at the C-Bar Ranch.
Thank you.
Thank you.